Welcome, Leo rising, and those with their moons in Leo to October. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe I'm saying that. I just feel like time's speeding up. What about you? Let me know in the comments. Okay, Leo, so October, we're going to talk about your astrology, and we're also going to pull some cards from our decks, the Power of 8 Chakra Oracle and the Power of 8 Chakra Lenormand as well. And also a special card pull from Tarot of the Enchanted Soul by Yasmin Westwood. Just love these cards so much. So we'll have a little Chakra Oracle, a little Lenormand, and a little Tarot here with the astrology. Okay, so Leo, we do have a busy October for you, at least during Libra season. We've already started Libra season at the moment of this recording, so it goes from September 22nd to October 22nd, and that's in our third house, Leo. This is what I call the junk drawer of astrology, because there's so many things that happen in the third house. But basically, there's two grand themes of the third house: busy with communications, and the other theme is learning or teaching something as well along the way. Now, in that third house, there could be a lot of attention or focus with your siblings in October. Okay, maybe some news, or maybe you're visiting or something like that with the siblings. Maybe they require some of your assistance, Leo. There's that. And then it can also be two short trips, a lot of little trips for you here in October, getting things done. And also it could be a vehicle thing, like maybe you're getting a new vehicle or selling or buying or something like that when it comes to vehicles as well in that third house. But in general, there's a lot of community involvement. Now, I know two Leos right off the top of my head that have literally just moved into their new house. And that means the neighborhood has changed. That's third house as well. Your neighborhood, your community, your immediate environment. So you could see some more action there. Or if you did just move too, it could be just getting more comfortable with your neighborhood, getting more comfortable with your new community and your new neighbors and things like that as well. The third house too, Leo, I wanted to say, because I know a lot of you own your own businesses as Leo people. This is a very good time for marketing and for branding and for getting the word out, maybe offering a new thing, a new service, a new product. And it could be a good time to revamp those business cards, Leo, or maybe website work or something like that, a little bit of the design so that your messaging, third house, communications, right? Your messaging comes through. Now, just a couple days ago on September 21st, we had a huge thing, a solar eclipse. This was a new moon. Okay, a new beginning. It was in Virgo. And it was at the 29th degree. And I want to mention this special eclipse, this special new moon, new beginnings, because at 29th degree is an ending degree. So it's like, am I beginning something? Am I ending something? Well, it's a little bit of both. It's a very different kind of new moon. It is a chapter reset in the game of life for you, Leo. Definitely some new stuff. For the next 6 months, you will still be focusing on the second house of money. Okay, your resources, your money, your passive income streams, what you value. And there's attention in the second house of the voice. So lots about the voice and messaging and communications here for you in October, Leo. The second house also is valuing yourself. The more you value yourself, like the more the others value you as well. It's like a reflection. So this could be a good time to look at your pricing and maybe you want to increase your pricing, or maybe you want to offer more value or stuff like that if you own your own business. But the second house makes us think about the money, honey. Okay. And it's a good time to get that in order. Look at your investments too. Look at your income streams. Is there a way to streamline? Is there a budget? Like, have you made a budget, Leo? Are you really watching what's going in and out for your money and all that kind of stuff, and preparing for the future as well? That's quite second house as well. And it can be too, in the dental, the mouth, kind of in here. So some people could be doing And a little bit of cosmetic surgery, I should say, in there too. So some of you could be doing cosmetic surgery, or maybe there was some dental, that started around that week of September 21st. So the kind of within the last week of September, but this kind of energy flows out and ripples out for the next, 6 months or so. And this is a pretty important new moon in the second house. So just good to know. There's also in that whole thing about letting go with the south node. That's that horseshoe shape, okay? So letting go of what? Well, it could be letting go of expenses that you no longer... Maybe you have subscriptions, Leo, to some stuff that you just don't vibe with anymore. It's a good time to clean that out, so to speak. Maybe it's about letting go of some stuff and you sell it and make a little more money. Having a garage sale, third house too, could be very good for you. You are letting go of certain values that you held before. I feel like your value systems have changed now, Leo. I know that happens naturally as we get older, but just because it's really showing up in your chart, what you value for security and wealth and resources and things have been changing in some way. So you want to reflect your financial path to match that, right? And align. Come see me for a reading. I'll help you with that. Okay, next we have a full moon in Aries. This is important. Mark this down on your calendar, Leo. October 6th, full moon in Aries. This is a sort of completion phase in a way. It is having to do with the 9th house. This could be you've completed a move and now you're getting comfortable. 9th house is expansion of the mind. It could be you've completed that course, or you were working on teaching a course within your business, so you've completed that perhaps, or you were thinking of planning a trip, Leo, a really big one, and you've fine-tuning the details now, the ending of the planning of the trip in a way too. The 9th house holds belief systems as well. So for some of you Leos, it could be the end of the way you used to see a certain religion, maybe, or changing religions in some cases. It could be too that you were working on that ebook, or you were working on your oracle cards, because 9th house is about publishing something as well. So it could be like you've finally done all the preliminary work, you're ready to publish, or you've just launched, or you will, you're just in the middle of launching your new, tarot cards, or your new ebook, or your new thing, right? So there's lots there in the 9th house for sure. That full moon in Aries does have a leadership quality too, and being visible, like Aries energy, and being a leader in your life too. It could be, illuminating the fact that you are the teacher now, and you guide people in some way in your business career or at work itself, or anything like that too. It could be. And for some of you, it is about something to do with the higher learning, like university or college, master's, PhD, that kind of bachelor's of arts or science and stuff like that. It's that higher learning sort of vibe too. So something is coming to a head, a culmination, and perhaps kind of an ending in a way too. New horizons in that 9th house, okay? Now, Venus is in Virgo right now, until about October 12th, 13th, something like that. We'll say October 13th. Venus is in Virgo right now. It doesn't super like being in Virgo, so there could be, and that is in your second house of money. So Venus in Virgo is asking us to organize the money better, Leo, in your life. Okay. Organization is key with that Virgo energy, and to purify. So, like I said before, going through your finances, going through where all your money is going, and do you still need that? And you know what I mean? All that kind of financial strategy, management, stuff like that too. It could be a good time to look over your portfolio. Your crypto, your real estate, just your general investment portfolio. It's a good time to look that over and kind of reset that and purify it with that Virgo energy. Now, Venus does move into Libra, though. Loves being in Libra. Can't wait for this. And Venus, by the way, is the planet of money, one of the planets that means money, but she's a goddess. She likes luxury, and she's very Leo-esque in a way too. And likes the good things in life, the fine things in life. Okay, that's Venus. And she's moving into Libra on October 13th here in your third house of messaging, branding, communication. Your messaging, Leo, is going to start to come across very good with the people. This is, you're going to be the belle of the ball in your neighborhood. The third house of communications. This could be a time where you get a new vehicle too, or something like that. There's some luck with Venus in that third house as well. In some way, it's kind of a good time, and definitely you'll be more popular, and your voice shines too. So if you're a singer, this is a really great time, to let that shine. Your messaging, fine-tuning the messaging, and enjoying something really special and learning something new, like a skills-based learning in the third house. So not so much the university degree, it's more about learning a special skill or teaching a special skill in order to up-level, Leo, in your life. So that looks good. And I see something special and beautiful with your siblings, your brothers and sisters kind of thing. So that should look nice indeed. Okay, let's talk about Mercury and Mars going into Scorpio. This is a little bit deep energy for everyone with Scorpio energy. But Mars likes being in Scorpio and hasn't been there for like 2 years and likes being in Scorpio. So he's excited. Mars, he's the go-go energized planet, the motivator, the Apollo, where we get our oomph from. You know what I'm saying? That's Mars. The energy, the vitality. And Mercury is the communications and the thinking planet and the talking planet, sends messages. So these two planets, Mars and Mercury, are moving into Scorpio. Very deep, very intense in a way. And remember, Scorpio is a water element and you're a fire, Leo. So sometimes there could be a little bit of clashiness there, right? When we put water on Leo fire, it steams. So we got to watch not to get too overreactive maybe, or something like that, right? That's one thing, because Scorpio can go pretty deep, deep. And so very detective, very intense sometimes too. So this is happening in your fourth house of your real estate, your home and family, things like that. So the fourth house can be your actual house. And I know for some of you, you're just getting comfortable in your house right now. If you've just moved, Leo, which I know already, I told you before, 2 people I know have moved into new houses recently. So maybe there could be some clashiness or some really deep feelings or something like that within the home. The fourth house can also be your parents, right? Usually I find it, especially your mom. So something interesting there. It could be that they have more energy and that they're going through some stuff and need your assistance too as your parents. So your parents need you, Leo, to help them out, right? That could be one thing. It could be that you have more energy to do things within the home. Like, let's say you did just move. Well, now you got the energy to put everything away and get everything organized and stuff like that. You just got more energy for that from Mars. And, it's very focused. Let's get there. Let's get this done, right, Leo? There's that. And what else in the fourth house? Well, it could be anything to do with your real estate investments, maybe, buying or selling property, for example. That could be a thing for some Leos as well. So that should be interesting. But remember, sometimes there's a little bit of clashy energy there, and just take a deep breath and don't get too hot under the collar. Okay? Because, Mars in Scorpio, he likes being there, but that's pretty intense and pretty fiery, pretty hot. So just be careful about getting hot under the collar, okay? Okay, and that's in your fourth house of home and family. Okay, we looked at your self known when you were letting go, in that money house, the second house of money, resources, and stuff in value, and you were letting go of some stuff. You may be letting go of some old things you're paying for example, or some old values that you thought were valuable but maybe not anymore, something like that. So what about the North Node? Let's look at that. The North Node is where we're going towards, Leo. That's in your 8th house of transformation, of joint finances, and of your other money, another money kind of thing, Leo. And this is all about your investments for the future, the legacy you leave behind. Another thing too, the 8th house holds the mysteries of the world, like the occult. Very good time, Leo, to get into astrology or tarot cards or something like that as well, for divination and for, guidance in making decisions and things like that. The 8th house is also about getting more intimate with yourself, Leo, and intimate with other people. And because you as a Leo, there is a little bit of a guard around you naturally, because you are sort of expected to lead people or to do well in life or something like that. Like there's just kind of an expectation for the Leo lion to succeed, I guess. And so this is all about transforming and succeeding and doing it on your terms and what feels good to you and what feels good when it comes to partnerships and being intimate, closer emotionally with people. That's something that you will be rising up into in that 8th house as well of transformation. Okay, it's a little bit like the Phoenix rising kind of vibe, rising up into a more empathic, nurturing, intimate Leo person. That's definitely it. And in the meantime too, it is a lot about working with your future finances, the legacy that you leave behind, your will, your estate, your investments, your life insurance, those kind of things you should also be including in there as well. Okay, Leo, it's time to pull some cards. So we'll start with our decks, the Power of 8 Chakra Oracle Pink and the Power of 8 Chakra Lenormand, the blue. These are available on my website, www.themoontree.org, if you're interested. Okay, so let's start with the blue Lenormand. Okay, what theme for Leo in October? We've got commitments. Yes, okay, so here we do have a commitment to your new values. We have a commitment to your money, your budgeting, your legacy that you leave behind, and your future in general, and transforming through that. This is about making a commitment to yourself, Leo, as well. Okay? A commitment to self-development, a commitment to better health, commitment to better finances, a commitment to a better you, Leo. Okay, now let's look at the pink chakra oracle as well and see what for Leo. My thoughts are clear. Okay, so this is all about making sure we clear the thoughts, and because there's a lot of that 3rd house energy of the brain and communications, and it can get muddy in there, so we want, and it's number 11. Let's see if I can get this in focus. Number 11, my thoughts are clear. The 11 is interesting because number 1, it's like an 11. You're going through a portal and I'm in a new transformation, right? +1 + 1, with the 11, 1 and 1 make 2. And remember, we talked a lot about that 2nd house of your values, your money, all that stuff, right? So, and 2, people, and make, commitment. And so there's a lot to do there with this new commitment that you have undertaken, whether it's a new house, a new job, or both, and all these things that have changed for you, Leo. We want to keep those thoughts nice and clear with selenite and quartz, and remove the cobwebs and keep it clear up there so you make really good decisions. And remember, we're looking to make a commitment, Leo, with ourselves in personal self-development too, right? So all that kind of stuff. So, and especially if you're learning or teaching with that 3rd 9 house thing we talked about, my thoughts are clear. We need that for studying, right? We need that to succeed in our academics. So there's that as well. Okay, Leo, and finally, let's pull from the Enchanted Soul. Oh, the Tarot of the Enchanted Soul by Yasmin Westwood. I love these cards. Look how beautiful they are. Oh my gosh. And then nice gold. Oh. Okay, so we'll knock 3 times. This is for Leo in October. What kind of tarot message can we get, Yasmin, from your cards? Ooh, the Knight of Cups. Already very romantic card. You know, there's just so much to unpack here. Very watery too. And, you know, the second house, valuing yourself, valuing your values have changed, and this very romantic too. And so for some Leo, you know, it could be becoming more intimate in that 8th house where the North Node is, right? Becoming more intimate with yourself and with other people. This is about being romantic and imaginative and sensitive. It could be a new lover. The moon is right there too. I don't know if you can see that here. But the moon, like the full moon I was telling you about happening in Aries on October 6th, where there's sort of like a culmination or an ending there. And there's something interesting being illuminated here. This can also be new proposals or offers coming to you. The Knight of Cups likes to bring like a gift to you. And it could be a gift of love, like meeting a new suitor, for example, a new person for a love affair, maybe. But it could also mean for your business too, because you're really busy with people in the 3rd house. You know, you have chance encounters at the grocery store with people, right? Okay, Leo. And so you never know what kind of offers may come your way. So be open to receiving and following your gut. Does it feel right? And all that kind of stuff too. And it can help with your life in so many ways. So yeah, the Knight of Cups, very interesting indeed. All right, Leo, we've just scratched the surface. And if you want me to dive deeper into your card stars and connection with spirit, come see me for a reading at my website, www.themoontree.org. I'm Trina, your intuitive guide with a chakra vibe, helping you navigate life's energies. See you in the next one, Leo.